What's going on, everybody? Alright, I want to make this video. And first of all, I want to say I've never made any remarks to make you think that I like the TSS system. I've actually done to the contrary of that. I've never liked the TSS system. I've had a couple of recalls on the TSS system on the vehicles that have the TSS system for water and this, that, and the other. They've disabled some of the features on it and stuff like that. And with all that extra electronics from someone who has had a truck that has had electrical issues, not this Tundra, my F-150, this Tundra's actually never had a recall. One thing I love about it, never had a recall. But from someone that had an F-150 that had a lot of electrical issues, I don't like a lot of extra electrical stuff that can go wrong and have shorts and malfunctions and stuff like that. But there is one feature, and that's what this video is about, that I would like to have on this Tundra. And in my opinion, it makes life great if you travel. And if you don't travel and you're always on back roads and normal roads and just 2-lane roads, and you probably don't really care about this feature. But if you travel a lot like I do, you all know we go to Florida several times a year on vacation and trips for YouTube and stuff like that, then it comes in very handy. And I never knew I really liked this feature until my wife got her Mercedes. And when she got her Mercedes, I was like, now this is something I could get used to. And what is that feature? It is the adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control is awesome. So like when I take this or my Jeep or even my Civic down the interstate and I'm running along, even in the fast lane, it's inevitable you get that one person that decides they want to run like 10 miles an hour under the speed limit in the fast lane when we are all going at least 10 over the speed limit. But you get that person that wants to run 10 under, and I pay my taxes, so I have the right to drive in this lane. The right. And if I want to drive 10 under, it's my right. Technically, it's not. It's against the law. If you're driving that lane so long, in my state at least, then you can actually be pulled over for that. So your right can actually get you a ticket eventually if you get caught. But I digress. When you're traveling along, and the first time this happened in her SUV, I didn't even notice it for like a long time. I didn't think I would ever trust this, by the way. Never thought I would trust this. I always said there's no way I would trust adaptive cruise to slow me down. I would be so worried that I would just run over the person in front of me. But we were driving it back from Knoxville and we were cruising along, and I thought, man, I feel like I'm not going as fast as I was 5 or 10 minutes ago. And I looked down, and instead of going 80, I was going 65. And I was like, what? So I pulled out in the other lane, and it sped back up to 80. And I was like, that's pretty awesome. Because there's nothing worse than when you're driving down the road and, you have to actually cut your cruise off because you can't get in the other lane. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're having to, maneuver around this, that, and other. And it's just annoying. I ain't going to say there's nothing worse, but it's annoying on a long trip when you can't just set your cruise and forget it. You have to cut it off and back on, off and back on. But that adaptive cruise is pretty awesome because, like I said, it just adjusts to the speed in front of you and actually slows you down to where you don't even realize it has slowed you down, which is kind of a downside in my opinion. I mean, it's not a downside, it's what it's supposed to do, but I didn't even realize I was going slower. And usually I make up some time on these trips by going a little faster. So, if it's 8 hours to Florida for me, I usually can do it in about 7.5-ish. So that would probably bring my time back up to almost 8 hours if I got behind a bunch of slow people. But you don't even notice it. Literally, you don't notice it. And it was pretty awesome. And I know you can't get that without having the TSS system. And I don't want that feature enough to where I go trade this truck in for one with the TSS system, because I'm just against all that. And I don't want the other issues that may come along with it. But that is the one feature with the TSS system that I would actually like to have on this truck, and I would actually pay for. The rest of the TSS stuff, I'm not sure I would pay for any of that stuff, and the issues that come along with it. But the adaptive cruise, totally worth it. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Is adaptive cruise something that you like? Have you used it? And is the TSS system worth it in your opinion? It's not mine. I'll keep my old non-technologically enhanced version of the Tundra over the newer version any day of the week. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.